Hello, year nine. So here is Wednesday's lesson. There's not going to be a question at the end that you have to stop, pause, and go to Firefly. I actually just want to kind of walk you through stuff right away since this is something we've gone over before, and then you can go right to Hecate. So let's get going. Okay, so evaluate the following. Whenever you are dividing with fractions, don't forget that dividing by a fraction is same as multiplying by the reciprocal. Maybe you remember this in class. I told you the story about when I taught this a while back when Harry Potter was big. I had a student say reciprocal flippercle, and that kind of stuck. So what I would do is I would keep 5 6 and I would change this to multiplying by 8/7. Next step is you would multiply across. So 5 times 8 is 40 and 6 times 7 is 42. And the last thing I would do is see if I can simplify. I know I can divide both of these by 2. So then I would get 20 over 21. That can't go any simpler. There's no other common factors larger than 1. So that would be my simplified final answer. Can you please pause the video and attempt this one? Okay, so let's take a look. Hopefully you kept that 5/12, but then you multiplied by 8/7. Again, you multiply across to get 40 over 84. Let's just double check that. 14, yeah, 84, perfect. Okay, and then I want to divide. I'm noticing that there is a common factor of 4, so I'm going to divide by 4 to get 10 over 21. Again, no factors larger than 1 that they have in common, so that would be your final simplified answer. Okay, the other one I want to show you is this one. So again, going through the procedure of you would keep the same and I would multiply by the reciprocal. I want to show you what happens actually to this answer. This is actually quite interesting. You end up, when you multiply across, you end up getting 30 over 6. So then you would think to yourself, well, can you divide by anything in common? Do they have anything in common? And in this case, they do. We can divide it by 6. And you end up getting, which is kind of strange, but you end up getting 5/1, which is the same as 5. The reason I wanted to bring this to your attention is if you notice, this question is kind of asked, is not kind of, it is asking, how many sixths are there in 5/6? So if you visualize this, if I say I had a bar and I split it into 6 equal pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's kind of asking, again, sorry, it is asking, how many of these are there in the entire bar? So see how there's 5 of them in total. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I've made 7. I was wondering why my numbers were off. Sorry. Get rid of that one. There you go. So how many of these go into 5/6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there would be 5 of them in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pretty cool. All right, pause the video and can you please attempt this question? All right, let's see if we got it correct. Final question for today. Hopefully this is the calculation you did. You then, when you multiply across, would get 36 over 20. And when you simplified it, maybe you divided it by 4. I'm seeing there's a common factor of 4. You would end up getting, well, that would be 12, and that would be, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you. Hold on, sorry, my pen's not working. Why is that? That's odd. Let me just show you the division over here so you can see 36 divided by 4. 4 goes into 3 0 times, and then you would get 9. My pen's not working. Sorry, hold on. Okay, so then you would get 9 over 5. This actually can be turned into a mixed number, which we talked about in a previous lesson. So hopefully you then get 1 and 4/5 as a final answer. All right, once you take a second pause and correct yourself, go on to Hegate. Again, no need to go back to Firefly today. Just go straight to Hegate and email me if you have any issues.